Hey, my Liptons. So I wanted to come in here and, just talk a little bit of like comic book superhero news. Listen, let me just say this because I'm not going to say the actors I haven't been slacking throughout like the videos pumping out and stuff like that. But when it comes to like comic book films in particular, as of late, for me personally, I would say the past 3 years, it had nothing has really excited me to really make content or to talk about anything that's been going on. Okay, so obviously, especially when it comes to the MCU, y'all already know, like me growing up, like I just always been like a Marvel fan, so it's just like now to see where the MCU, where Marvel is going, it's kind of at this point it's not even disappointing, it's exhausting now. And like I just feel extremely exhausted by the creative by what the creative direction that Kevin Feige, Disney, Marvel Studios are going into. And obviously the news that recently came out really proves that for me. It really does prove that for me. So it's like so first, let's tackle them. That's gonna be the first segment. I'm gonna discuss Chris Evans, and obviously Robert Downey Jr. being in Avengers Doomsday. Of course, we already knew about Robert Downey Jr., but now seeing that Chris Evans is on board with this is a double whammy, I guess, on the negative side. I want to just briefly discuss Captain America: Brave New World, and then discuss this Craven film that everybody's been dragging throughout my timeline. So please subscribe to my channel. Let's get up to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. If y'all want to see any other, as far as like me discussing superhero news, comic book topics, or anything that's going on as far as like films being made or in development, I have a superhero playlist on my channel. You can go there. I discussed many things in the past, Thor, Robert Downey Jr. playing Doomsday, like Robert Downey Jr. playing I'm even forgetting now because that's just Doctor Doom. Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom for the Fantastic Four and everything like that. So you can, all that is on my superhero talk playlist. Go look into that and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. All right, so first let's just get this out the way first because I'm so tired. At this point it's not even disappointment or anger. I'm just exhausted. So I saw this news like 2-3 days ago that Chris Evans and Chris Evans, I already knew about Robert Downey Jr., but Chris Evans is returning, I guess, as Captain America in Avengers Doomsday. Okay, so obviously they put both these two people in one, and obviously because they're the original, Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. are the original Avengers. So of course, this was big news. It went viral, it was trending, whatever. Immediately when I saw it, I was just like, I don't know. It was just like, for me, I was just over it. And then, listen, let me just say this. I love Chris Evans. I appreciate the work that he and Robert Downey Jr. have done within, the MCU, the comic book films, that sort of thing. I am. I'm not going to say an act as if I'm a huge Captain America fan. I'm a huge Iron Man fan. Like, I love both of these people. I love what Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans did with those characters. But let me just say this, okay? For me, especially after Endgame, after Avengers Endgame, after we had that final scene, everything was done. Right then and there, I personally felt like Kevin Feige, the creative team, should have been building up new characters within the Marvel comics. They should have been building up the new Avengers. They should have been introducing us to new characters. Like where is America Ferrara? America Ferrara. Where's the America girl from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? Like, where is she? Like, Miss Marvel. All these characters that need to be the new Avengers. What, for me personally, what I wanted to happen is I wanted new characters to be built new characters to fight a different villain. I was sick of the Loki stuff. I'm over the Loki stuff. I'm over the Thanos stuff. We left that in chapter 3. Now we're moving on to chapter 4. Okay, so now the fact that y'all already know, I already discussed it in a different video. I already had an issue with Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom. For me personally, I felt like they should have chosen an up and coming actor to play Doctor Doom, especially someone that represents who Doctor Doom is. And for me personally, I just don't think that it would have been believable for Robert Downey Jr. to play Doctor Doom, because I think a lot of people, first of all, gonna notice and recognize that it's Robert Downey Jr. Number two, just overall creatively, it doesn't make any sense. They should have chose someone else. They should have chose an up-and-coming actor or somebody else who is already established, since they wanted established actors to play the Doctor Doom character. Okay? Hell, I don't know. Maybe even choose Henry Cavill to play Doctor Doom. I don't know. But I think that Robert Downey Jr. was the wrong choice. Okay? Now you have Chris Evans. And let me just say this. Let me get this right off the bat. Like I said, I truly do love Chris Evans. I think that he brought so much to the Captain America character. I think that, it did take a while for us as like the public to get used to him now playing Captain America. But I do think that now we are in a different space as like the general public, where we are ready to move on from this. And the fact that now he's not only returning back to the MCU, back to Avengers Doomsday. It's just like, come on, fam. Like, come on. And on top of that, for me personally, I think that in a way, it kind of takes away from Anthony Mackie's, shine and what he's trying to do with Captain America. Not to say like I'm a huge fan of it, but I think that, people are still trying to get used to Anthony Mackie playing, this Captain America figure. And now here comes Chris Evans coming back again due to the dollar, because clearly that's what it's for. Because in the past, he rejected it. He said he never wants to come back. He never wants to play Captain America again. For me personally, what I think happened was, I think that Chris Evans sees that, like, outside of the MCU, outside of him playing Captain America, it's no shade, but nothing has really worked for him. Like, even that Red One movie he just did with The Rock, I heard that it flopped. I know he had the Knives Out thing, but, that was like a one-time thing. Other than that, it's like, what have you really heard Chris Evans be in apart from, like, something as a blockbuster, like, the Marvel films or MCU or Captain America? So I just think that he came back for the check. And, I think there are going to be some people, some of the defenders that are going to be like, you know what? Well, if it is for the check, you would do it too. And it's like, yeah, that's true. People, I would take the check too. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, let's be very clear. Chris Evans ain't struggling, okay? He made a lot of coin playing Captain America. So is Robert Downey Jr. And here's the crazy thing about it. Robert Downey Jr. didn't even really need it. Because after, Endgame, Robert Downey Jr. went on to win an Oscar for Oppenheimer. Like, he was kind of moving up. He was kind of getting away from the Iron Man character. Now, only for you to be pulled back to the MCU, but now you're playing a different character. It's just like, girl, we need new people. Like, someone said this on Twitter, like, does Hollywood only know, like, 5 people? Like, what is going on? Like, what happened to, like, discovering new talent? What happened to, like, building up new stars? Like, it's just like there's no stars anymore, so I just feel like, and then on top of that, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I do want us to get away from the Iron Mans of the worlds, the Captain America, like, build up Anthony Mackie. Even personally for me, I'm still trying to get used to, like, Anthony Mackie playing Captain America, but it doesn't help that Chris Evans is coming back to Avengers. So it's like, I don't know what they're trying to do there. I don't know, but build up the new Avengers, build up Miss Marvel, build up America. What's her name? America something. From Doctor Strange. That's how they haven't built the character up, because we don't even know about her. But like that child, like, build her up. I know they're trying to do something with the Agatha witches and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, y'all try to Wanda's children, I guess. But like, build these characters up. Introduce us to new people. There's so many new and interesting characters within the Marvel comics that, like, I personally feel like Kevin Feige and the creative team could truly, put a lot of effort into. And the fact that they're just going back to this well of like bringing back Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. I just personally, for me, I'm not impressed. It's lazy. It's lazy. I just feel like it's lazy, and I feel like it's just like it's a money grab at this point. And there was really truly a time where people really used to put Kevin Feige on this pedestal, like, oh my god, like he's truly a fan of like the comic books, like he really knows what he's doing. And it's like now it doesn't even seem like that anymore. Now it seems like Kevin Feige is just going after the bag, and just giving us cash grabs. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say an actor. I am gonna go watch Avengers Doomsday. By the end of the day, I'm not gonna also be biased. Okay, y'all already know I give my true opinions on these films, whether I like it or whether I don't like it. And as of right now, currently, I'm not feeling the casting that they're doing when it comes to Doctor Doom and that whole Fantastic Four fiasco. And now that guys brought Chris Evans back. Okay, so, and I love Chris. Like I said, I really like Chris Evans. I think he's a good man, but he could have definitely done without this. Like he could have done without it. Come on, he could have done without it. Next, listen, Captain America. So speaking of Captain America, this movie is coming out in February, and like I said, they're gonna have to build up big hype for this, because even now I'm still not completely like, okay, I'm about to go and watch this film like that. Like they need to gas me up. They need to put a lot of effort into this for me to be excited to go and watch it. You got Harrison Ford. You got some good actors in this film. So yeah, you got the Red Hulk here, and okay, I need a little bit more sauce. I need a little bit more sauce on that. Okay, so it's like, but then again, it's like, you see this poster, and this film is coming out in like freaking 2 months, but now you have the freaking news that Chris Evans is coming back. So it's just like, in a way, I don't know. I feel like this also kind of feels like Chris Evans is low key stepping on like Anthony Falky and everything. I don't know why I keep calling him Anthony Falky. Anthony Mackie. It low key feels like he is stepping on Anthony Mackie's moment, because like I feel like they're really trying to mold this into something where it's believable and people buy into it. But I don't know, Kevin Feige, I don't know what's going on over there in that brain of his. Like he's just like, it's like when you want him to go right, he's going left. So we'll just have to wait and see if I start to feel excited about it. Like, just overall, like, so will somebody have to pull me to the movie theaters to go and watch this film? I don't know. But as of right now, I'm just I have a very lukewarm reaction to the teaser, to everything. I hope that the film is good, so that and I hope it gets the praise that it does, so I can go and watch it myself. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Lastly, listen, I had absolutely no idea this movie came out. Okay, so Craven, how do y'all say it? Craven the Hunter, child. Y'all, listen, y'all are dragging this movie for filth, like all over my social media platforms. Like y'all are really going in. I personally, for me, I had no idea this movie was even like Sony. What is going on with Sony, y'all? Like, what is going on with Sony? Like, apparently this is like a Spider-Man villain. I had no clue about it. No, nothing. I don't know what's going on with Sony. I hope, listen, it's funny, right? Because it's like, you do want Marvel to fully purchase all of these. You do want Disney to purchase all of these characters, like the Spider-Man character and these villain, Venom and so forth. You want them to purchase it because like Sony has just been dropping the ball, just year after year after year after year. They just dropped the ball. But at the same time, it's like, the MCU is not really doing their big one right now. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, it feels like we're in no man's land at the moment. It truly does feel like we're in no man's land. It's like, when you look at Disney's Marvel and you see what they're producing, it's like, you're not satisfied. When you look at Sony, it's even worse. So it's just like, in a way, it's kind of like picking the lesser of two evils in a lot of ways. Y'all were dragging this film. I didn't watch this film. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. Y'all said that the storytelling was horrible. The promotion, clearly the promotion was bad because I had no clue this even came out. Absolutely no clue. I saw like initially it had like a 9% Rotten Tomatoes, but then I think it risen up to 15%. It's really bad, y'all. It's really bad, and I hate this for Aaron Taylor Johnson because it's like I like him as an actor. Y'all need to build up these Spider-Man villains. What's going on, y'all? Like, come on, Sony, what's going on, Sony? Why are you pushing out these bullshit projects that aren't getting barely any promotion? It's just like, and then on top of that, they're saying that the storylines are not giving. Sony, I don't know what else is at this point. I don't even want to say like, oh, Sony should get its shit together because I don't think that Sony's ever gonna get their shit together. I think that it's just it is what it is. Like at the end of the day, they're telling us, well, y'all should know these characters. Y'all love these Marvel comic book characters. Well, go pull out. Open your purse and go purchase a movie ticket to go watch these films. And it's just like, no. I'm not about to go watch Venom, Last Dance, which I didn't. I'm not about to go watch Kraven the Hunter, which I didn't. And at this point, I just, there's no direction. There's literally, like I said, no man's land right now. We are in no man's land with the MCU. And let me just say this. Overall, y'all, for me personally, because I haven't finished the Penguin series, I'm gonna finish it. I hope James Gunn, I want him to succeed. I really do. Like, I want him to succeed. I want DC to really, really be amazing because, like, I think that when Marvel has, like, when Kevin Feige, Disney and them have competition, I think that that's when they'll start to, step it up and have better writers, a better creative team, better promotion, better marketing, better everything, and stop taking the moviegoers for granted, right? And I think that that's why I've been hearing a lot of praise about Penguin. I've heard about it. I heard that it was great. It was amazing. I think that when James Gunn, Warner Brothers, and them, if they really continue to go in this path of like, okay, like, we're giving you Penguin, we're gonna give you a little bit of Batman. We already casted Superman, giving us, and mind you, they casted new people. On top of that, you have Robert Pattinson for Batman. You have, I'm forgetting the guy's name at the moment. I apologize, for Superman. It's like we're having new people come in, build them up, give us some good storytelling, good creative, make the public fall back in love with why DC is so amazing. When you have that, I think that that's when Kevin Feige will finally start to wake up, and them folks at the executives at Disney and Marvel Studios will start to wake up, and then now finally we'll be able to have like two comic book studios where it's like you have great content in both. And that's what I want. Like, I don't want it to be one-sided anymore. I don't want it to be where it's like, oh my god, the MCU is like so amazing while DC is trash, or DC is so amazing and the MCU is trash. No, like, I want equal footing competition, because I think that, like, when you don't have that, these are the shits that happen. You have Chris Evans coming back to Captain America. You have Robert Downey Jr. coming back as freaking Doctor Doom. You have, like, Chris Evans literally stepping on Anthony Malky's moment as Captain America. And then you have Kraven the Hunter not even barely getting any promo and flopping at the box office. So it's just like, I just hope that this, DC, James Gunn, I hope he really, I hope he succeeds. I want it to succeed because I truly do think there are very great, interesting characters in DC. And I hope that also sends a fire up Kevin Feige's ass to actually make some decisions that actually make some freaking sense. And stop giving us bullshit. And Sony at that. So, but yeah, that's just my quick rant, my quick thoughts. Please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, if you want to watch any more of my previous reactions on any superhero news, I have a superhero talk playlist on my channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's get up to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.